like science, the vibe gon' lunify me. Kick off campus out, drunk off the Frank baby wine. Took off, take a lot, still can't deliver it, going. It's Candy, I am stepping with Candy. Talking your twins at the back. What we doing, gon' fuck up their children. This shit ain't for regular, it's a billion.
Yo, shout out to Convo. Shout out to the Convo channel, right? Convo with a K, Konvo, right? The I'm a Gents segment, dude. Homie is talking some real things, man. You know what I'm saying? They be on real topics, bro. Y'all should go ahead and tap in. Check them out. You know, there's the channel right there. It's Convo. It's I'm a Gents. It's them Lodra Bros, right? If you know, you know. Do your homework. Yeah, they will give you in there, and then they had a guest in there. So they talking about, well, within this section of the pod, right? They were talking about the whole issue of flapping your wings, gang. You know what I'm saying? Flapping your wings as a birdie and flying away to, you know, go build your own identity. You know what I'm saying? Getting out the house, growing up, maturing up. You know, it was around that whole talking point right there, right? So, the one gent, you know, forget about who specifically said this, but the one gent was like, yo, no, I'd actually prefer staying in the house longer these days, right? I'd actually prefer staying with my old folks, or whoever I'm staying, my guardians, or, you know, whoever was taking care of me growing up or whatever. Basically, I prefer staying at home, whether it's with your grandmother, your auntie, your mom, dad, both parents, you know. And then just literally stretch that process, right? One of the gents said that, and then Penson, I think because I agree with Penson, right? The guy with the yellow top on, right? He was like, yo, as soon as you are able to stand on your own too, as soon as you are able to flap your wings, right? Or at least have an idea, a plan of how to attempt and go ahead and pull that off. For as long as you're solid with that mentality, you're good to go, gang. Right? It can happen at 19. It can happen at 16. Shit, why not? It can happen at 23, 27, right? And this right here is actually especially to my boys out there, right? To y'all guys out there. I mean, sisters, gang, y'all can also just, like, if y'all resonate, you know what I'm saying, y'all could take this as, you know, an important message as well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go tap in and hear what they talking about, or hear my iteration of what's going on, right? Or reiteration or whatever. My supporting points of why I agree with the fact that, you know, as soon as possible, gang, go and experience the process out there as soon as possible. Don't wait for a specific age. Like, I feel like aging that whole process is one of the contributing factors to just, like, you know, the wrong idea as to how to go about getting out the house and being independent and embarking on that journey. Okay, aging it, putting an age to it, that's wrong, according to me. According to me, it's wrong. It's not right. Like, it doesn't give you the clarity you deserve, you know, that you need to just, like, make sense of your life, gang. Like, it's like putting age and timing to anything. You know what I'm saying? Let nature handle the timing. But then anyway, besides that, it's like you do, you know, come across a whole lot of failure trying to attempt trying to take an attempt at being your own person, right? Getting out the house. You know how the world is, man. It's rough and tumble out there. It's really rough. It's really tough, you know, tough love, things like that, right? So it's easy to fail, especially at your first attempt. So what I'm telling you is, you know, this whole thing of gaining your own independence, going out the house, leaving, you know, your parents' nest to go out the house. Again, I say it's not about just, like, you getting the thing right the first time. You know what I'm saying? That process right the first time, and just having all your ducks in a row. Okay, first step, you go out the house, and then there you go, your career's popping, or you got a nice job that you stumble across, and then, you know what I'm saying, opportunities, they just align perfectly, and now you got crib already, a car already, a, you know, girl already, you know what I'm saying, family already, like, within the span of just, like, a year and a half or some shit like that. No, it doesn't happen that way, okay? But I guarantee you, like if you've attempted this process, this decision making of just being your own person, getting out the house, right? If you've attempted it, like you could attest to the fact that you know you like the first time you envision it, bro. Like it goes perfectly, bro. You know what I'm saying? It goes perfectly. Like you're gonna do XYZ. This is how XYZ is gonna respond to, you know what I'm saying, ABC, and then ABC is then gonna bring the opportunity for DEF, and then you know what I'm saying, and then you step out the house, and then it goes literally south, or you know, in ways that you literally never expected. You know what I'm saying? And so therefore, that's why I'm like, yo, don't put so much emphasis on that. That's like actually my point of why I'm here telling you this. Don't put so much emphasis on like getting shit right, or even having gotten shit wrong, because it's not about that, right? I want to play the clip that I'm talking about. I actually have it bookmarked at the clip that I'm talking about. The clip that inspired what I'm about to like support from what we're about to hear here, right?
There's no need for you to stay at home. Go. Even if ulala esofeni kumjitotile full time, it's good.
And there's an app, I don't know if you know it.
Whoever this guy is, I believe that.
I mean, I'll never be
once you can flap your wings, leave the nest. Like I really believe that. No, but I'm saying I get that. If you said Ukoko was terminally ill, if you said Uchita financially couldn't, but the moment you said a person, whoever this guy is, whether he's 23, whether he's 33, if you can flap your wings, leave the nest, because you have to.
You know why I agree with you, because you know there's a lot of guys.
Okay, here's another. Actually, what drives my point home is what he's about to say. Hold on.
That are couch surfers.
Couch surfers.
You know? So there's no need for you to stay at home. Go. Even if ulala esofeni kumjitotile full time, it's good.
Okay. So what he just said right now, right? I'm gonna go ahead and just like pause it there. So what Big Dog just said right now, just now, was like, yo, there's a whole bunch of people who just become crowd surfers because of the fact that they wanna, they wanna feel the love of home. They don't want to detach from the reality of home, and this is good for us. This is good for home and things like that. So he got like homie right there, yeah, Big Dog right here, right? He's got a different perspective. He's like, yo, niggas end up being couch surfers because of that kind of thing, right? No, yeah, they become couch surfers at home, of which at home it inspires just non-productivity. If you know what I'm saying, for lack of a better expression, it's easier for you to just like snap into just relaxation mode, maybe entitlement mode. You're at home, gang. You're extra safe, right? You feel secure, you know what I'm saying? Even though your circumstance may say otherwise, you feel secure, you da-da-da-da. So it's easier for you to get there. Now, this is the point that I'm trying to make. Because he was like, yo, you become a couch surfer, and, you just... You'd rather be actually a couch surfer at another person's crib. You know what I'm saying? But then the whole point was that grapple with the process, gang. You know what I'm saying? Be a couch surfer somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Even if it means go fail at something, it doesn't mean you will fail. You know what I'm saying? First time there's a high chance of failing, but as you do it, gang, it's about mastering the process. Okay, it's not about like your win or your loss, right? That's why he was like, yo, even if you can sleep on somebody's couch for a little bit, this, that, and the third. And why I agree with him is because that puts the battery in your back. That gives you the pressure that you need to make things work for real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I went through that whole thing of couch surfing, gang. Like I'm dead ass with you, right? I couch surfed this one time. You know what I'm saying? And what I realized is the fact that it did get me in a very uncomfortable position. Bro, you got people looking at you like, nigga, when are you dipping for real? Like, I remember my homeboy's mother, bro, like, obviously she was like, bro, come on, gang. Like, this is too much for me. My pockets, bro. When the are you getting the out of my house? Well, she didn't put it to me straight like that, but you could kind of feel that's what's implied here. It's like, yo, nigga, when are you dipping? You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. At the moment, obviously, such things are mad uncomfortable. Such things are like, you know what I'm saying, they make you ashamed of being yourself. You know what I mean? But sometimes this is where, man, shame has to make sense in this reality. That's why it exists. You know? That shame needs to be used for you to just like position yourself differently sometimes. You gotta feel ashamed of where you at. You know what I'm saying? But not for you to like remain just fucked up in the mind, fucked up in the brain about your situation or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If anything, bro, it should help you construct yourself for the better. Even if you feel like hell at the moment. You see what I'm saying? It helps you construct yourself for the better. So the pressure that comes with just being out the house, you know, no matter how it looks, gang. And I feel like people get caught up in like the look of it all. You know what I'm saying? No, it's gonna look better when I'm like 21, gang. And you know what I'm saying? It looks better there. Like I'll just do it there. It's like, man, come on, bro. Like you 18 and you're able to do it. Go try it out. Go attempt at that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's also in the delivery of maybe your old folks, maybe your parents, maybe your grandma or granddad, whoever you live with. It's how they just push it on you, right? The fact that, bro, you're gonna have to be responsible for your own self. You cannot stay here for longer, this, that, and the third, right? There's people that do that with an iron fist. You see what I'm saying? There's people that like, it's just an option. No, you know what? Nah, it's just an option. If you want to stay here, you can stay, this, that, you know what I mean? I feel like that's not necessary, gang. That's not necessary. Because at 18, right, you can have maybe somebody who would encourage an idea of yours to go live independently. You know what I'm saying? Maybe let's say you got one of those parents that like, they want to support any idea you have. It's never about the idea, but it's about the support behind whatever idea. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sensibly so. They will tell you if an idea is completely insane and things like that. But you always know the place from where it comes. You see what I mean? And so they might just agree with you going out to want to attempt this whole independent thing at age 18, 17. I don't know. You know what I mean? But then those people, I feel like 9 times out of 10, those are the kind of people that, you know, they provide real support within that journey, right? Because that journey can be a cold one, right? Getting out the house and things like that, going to be your own person. Some people get out the house like off some trauma response. I'd even say like most people, they get out the house off of like trauma response, gang. Right? You don't feel wanted at you know, home anymore. I mean, you know, according to you, it would have been better for you to stay longer in the crib, maybe until the age, I don't know, age 25, age 30, and if you think about, you know, today's current time, the state of economy, it would do you better to maybe stay at the crib a little longer. But, you know, what I'm saying is that the momentum of reality today, in today's time, gang, like for the majority of people, like the momentum that they've built, it's like there's no room for you to depend on us for an extended amount of your life. You know what I'm saying? We giving you 18 years max. We giving you 21 years max, or whatever the case, right? Like that's the reality that we've been accustomed to, right? Until as of late, bro, you see like just the insanity of pushing or forcing a situation like that onto somebody. Forcing your kids to get out the house, forcing them to, yo, get out, like, yo, you know what I mean? So now it makes more sense for you to be like, you know what, I'm gonna post up at the crib till further notice, until I got my stuff situated financially, XYZ, whatever the case. You know what I mean? But literally, yeah, bro, like it's not even about, it's about the process is what I'm trying to say. I think I tripped up off of all of these thoughts that I have about this thing. But my whole point is that it's about going out there and feeling the pressure, gang. It's about go be that couch surfer, gang. Go be, you know what I'm saying? Go get rejected all those times, because that's the world we live in, gang. You know what I'm saying? The world, like, reality is shameful. I said it, yeah. Reality is shameful sometimes, gang. Reality is embarrassing sometimes. Reality is freaking limited sometimes, gang. It's limited, right? Reality is dark, gang. Reality, you do it what you can. And you know, this is an exploration for you to go see what you can do, because you know, remaining posted up in your parents' basement and things like that, it's too much restriction for you to come into the realization of what you can do, being under pressure, but in a position of knowing that, yo, I have to make this work, standing on my own too. I have to make it work. And again, I want you to realize it's not about you winning or losing at that moment. It's about going through the thing. Go through that. Fail and then go back home. And then go try back, go outside, try again. And then fail and go back home. And then try again until eventually you try and it sticks. Because you're so fed up now of going back home that, you know what? Even if it means doing something strange for a piece of change, goddammit, I will change. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're a sensible individual, I'm not saying go do something strange for no pieces of change, but yo, if you got a wise mind, a teachable spirit, I trust you. You will flip that situation around too. Because that's what the world is. That's what it entails, gang. That's what it is, bro. Sometimes you do gotta be dark. I'm not gonna sit here, bro, and like, be one of those talking heads on YouTube trying to be super, politically correct or diplomatic about shit. And you know what I'm saying? Be so textbook. It's like, bro, we live in a real world, gang, at the same time. And really, what I've realized is the fact that moving out the house, it's not even about winning or losing at that decision that you've made to move out the house, but it's about doing it. Just like do it because of the muscle that it develops out of there, right? That's how you adult, gang. That's how you adult, gang. I know it's a whole bunch of it's a whole bunch of things that I probably didn't factor into the points that I was trying to make. That's why please go ahead and be honest in the comments, right? Get me right with that like. I'll brighten up the vibe with a subscribe, man.